It has never been more true, Dan. As, yeah, I'm looking forward to this series. I mean, just as a bit more preface, Mad Lions are on an 11-match win streak, but again, all those teams are not like the same caliber of teams that Dignitas has been playing and beating, and already they're going to come in all guns blazing inside of the first round. It's going to be an easy-peasy pistol for Dignitas as they keep all 5 players alive. Towards Secret. I don't think TMB is going to be all too aware of it. JL immediately getting bullied off the angle leaves the B site now open to extreme persecution. And with 0 prejudice involved, it is going to be friberg to take the first frag on it into the site. Entry man for all of time. One thing that's consistent, death, taxes, friberg finding entry frags as Lekro catches TMB as well.
For Warrow. Just doesn't seem logical to try and throw that away, especially when that can be such an weapon in the right hands, and I think Warrow is definitely the right hand. That's a great shot from friberg. So for Mad Lions, you're going to have to find at least a couple in a row here to force Dignitas into an all-good position, but that's a great first shot on the deagle. Borum's find one as well, and it's an absolute catastrophe! It's only HEAP alone, a 1 versus 5, and he can only get 2, but Mad Lions will...
Just going to dance around, just going to evade Warrow for long enough that he's actually going to be forced to back away from Garage. Ooh. Quick adjustment, though, will make him catch Lekro. That's one of the Desert Eagles gone. hallzerk is going to be tempting fate with sausol over towards HUP, but thinks better of it. sausol just keeps jiggling the angle for now. HEAP gonna go aggressive and gonna get the frag. I really have expected sausol to get that angle, but Pika's advantage every single time. Warrow taken down now by HEAP. More up in the site. HEAP gets 3. And now looking for the 4 and 5 up top. Well, 4 for HEAP, 5 for Forest.
To the defense, as TMB is going to be trying to lock it down towards the yard. Lekro just going to walk through the smoke. That's easy pickings for the M4, and he's going to spam through for lots of damage.
No way.
Another kill as well onto Forest, as he's left with 8 HP, but he's going to... Oh, he even gets a 3rd? He's just absolutely ransacked and pillaged towards the yard. Borup's going to go sneaky towards Squeaky, and now it's hallzerk alone, and Warrow shuts him down. I guess. He's just gonna go running towards his site though, as Dignitas don't want to try and let off the gas. It's just full assault round after round. Borup finds a couple, but the trades are actually pretty good. They've managed to bring it into a 2v1, but just through the smoke, TMB can't believe his luck. It'll be too late to do anything about it, and this is going to give Forest such a great afterplan, George.
He's been bamboozled here. TMB does not know what's happened. And it is Forest tucked away behind the boxes, and with the place the bomb's planted, surely that won't be the first place you check. The smoke slightly overthrown, and Forest will pick up as soon as he hears the steps and the smoke. And I don't want to seem over dramatic here. That's pretty big. That's huge, as a matter of fact. Nuke is often considered to be a particularly CT-sided map, and to have 7 rounds on it already is serious metal. But Warrow gonna luckily get friberg with the incendiary that he drops, and the one with the AWP to bring it into a 4 versus 3. Despite losing the first blood, Dignitas find themselves now at a disadvantage. And may still yet find their woes continuing as Borup and TMB close. Don't swear to me like that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I bring up your sort of swollen past there, don't I?
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it, Dan. I'm still getting over the emotional trauma.
Well, George, talk about Dignitas getting this bomb plant down then.
I'll talk about that. That seems good to me. Again, another position in which they can try and set up a post plant, but it's not really gone as intended. hallzerk manages to get 1 frag, and now hallzerk inside the vents is going to be left with just that 1 frag. Thankfully, inside the site, Lekro's done well to get 1, but he is about to be hunted and hounded. Players all around him. It's just HEAP to defend. sausol is already defusing the bomb, but he gets off it. And as a result of him getting off it, Dan, there won't be enough time to defuse it. Bit of a mistake there from Mad Lions, because it was planted behind the silo where sausol could definitely have held it. But now that concedes the half lead to Dignitas.
Yeah. Did you know?
Age can't slow this man down.
Did you know Jeremy Clarkson brought Yeet into the FURIA before he ever pulled JL? Well, that would have been cool if he'd been able to get more than 1. Unfortunately, gets cut down by friberg, and now he'll try and reunite with his long lost buddy Forest over towards that B site. Yeet!
That kind of just sounds like, good soup. But either way, we might have friberg with some good soup here. Lekr0 especially trying to help one out. It's actually turned into chaos, but I think in the end, there should still be a win for Dignitas because the bomb is already too far ticked away, and woxic will get taken down for good measure. So 9-6.
And yeah, that's... Wow, we probably won't be seeing Twistzz playing, so this is the lineup Madlines will use, and into the pissed around it's the lineup that Madlines will get an opening kill with. Some decent success towards the A side, actually a lot of success, with borup and TMB finding kills. It's now all up to HEAP, a 1 versus 4, and the CT is not going to be able to find the pistol, I don't think, unless HEAP can do something.
Wow. Maybe even a follow-up shot, just speculatively through the smoke, but in the end it's not to connect. But thankfully Forest has got more, and that gives them the advantage. In fact, friberg's got one more onto TMB, leaving now a 3-on-5. The gun round going exceptionally for Dignitas so far, but woxic is in deep. He's found that orb. He's found hallzerk, taking him down in heaven. He's now embedded. He's deep behind enemy lines, but he's finally been uncovered. I'm afraid Lekr0 has no time for sleeper agents.
A little bit disjointed from Madlines there, a lot of individual peaks that I don't really know what was going on with that peeking through the hut. No real flashbangs, I don't think, to assist with that. He ends up just getting caught out, as you would probably expect, just walking dry in towards the A site. Also, though, left very low on HP, and with his teammate going down, a 1 versus 3. We've seen a few of these recently, George. That's a first shot. It's going to be so difficult for him to try and get an opening here, as Forest might get caught out, though. It's an easy shot for him, but sausol's not going to expect the player on the rafters, and it's HEAP that closes it down. Angle from Lekr0. Certainly he could get caught with a nade in his hands. He's spammed up through the smoke. Lekr0 will take the peek, and will find the frag. Bamas secures it, and a man advantage now for Dignitas as they're trying to push out through Squeaky. A little bit of a tenure spray from friberg on the MP9, but the SMG does its job. And as they try and push in towards the A side, it's not going all too well. It's just JL remaining. Oh, but they line up, and he could get the final. No, it's a knife from Lekr0 to see ability, but don't know if it's been taken advantage of. As Lekr0, yeah, he's ready for this. He's ready for TMB. Easy shot for him on the AK. As opening kill goes the way of Dignitas. HEAP's going to double that one up. The nade maybe still out in the open. Would get caught, but Forest's attention is going to get pulled just at the wrong moment. woxic sneaks out, finds himself too. He does lose a teammate in the process, but they need to get the bomb. 5 seconds. sausol just about gets on the plant. And they should have it secured. hallzerk's going to try and push out the vent. He's careful, but he's looking for woxic, and he gets the kill. Hugely impactful as Madlines. They get the bomb planted, but can't secure 10. Dignitas going to keep on rolling on this CT side.
They do.
Entire wardrobe, and now Madlines with a gun round are hoping they can find success, but Lekr0's hunting. Lekr0's succeeding as he takes borup, the Dane, away. Dignitas with that man advantage, but look at the damage that's been done in return. HEAP is so low on HP. Lekr0's been tagged up a little bit as well. And hallzerk needs to be careful because woxic is right behind him. And it's going to be a freebie for him. Easy as you like for woxic with that AK-40.
Sketch. You know what I'm on about. I'm sure you do. You're cultured like that, Dan. I appreciate that. Unfortunately, I don't appreciate HEAP being taken down in such an aggressive and violent fashion. TMB absolutely taking no prisoners as sausol now comes in to pinch out Lekr0. He has limited chances here to make this one work, but grabs the first, and that's the bomb carrier no less. Even incendiaries off the bomb to buy himself some more time and space. Anticipating that the player from ramp is about to make his way into the site, he readjusts his position. But unbeknownst to him, he's already there! Oh, Lekr0! He's dealt with it expertly! He's found the 3K transfer between the two players. It's just JL with absolutely no time to play with. He better get away because he's only on 19 HP and they desperately need that AK moving forward. And he dies after the time as well. He's only got $1,000 to play with. What a disaster for Mad Lions.
At least a little bit more on Nuke, and it's a couple AKs, a couple Galeos. JL, as you say, not enough cash. He's just left with the deagle, and Lekr0 has already found an opening. Lots of spray coming through. Forest collects one as well, and JL has 1 HP. TMB has managed to sneak to the vents, but Forest sniffs him out. In cold blood, in cold murder, it's Forest taking them all down. It's Dignitas securing 16.
What a game. I enjoyed that one.
Dignitas players are going to hold that position as initial contact is made. The other players push through. hallzerk going to get taken down by TMB. I think that was a good jumping block that did the job. forest finally gets one in return, and now these T's are in a bit of a sort of mixing pit here. They're being ground up. They're going to fight their way out though, and Waru's pistol, the P250, actually finding a lot of success. 2 kills from him, but the bomb dropped him mid. Heap's just going to back out of it and go back up into the window and try and wrap around to find Waru. He's going to be lurking his way up towards top mid. This is all going to come down to time and who's going to look where. Heap's going to look the wrong way, and I think Waru's going to have this. He surely does. Yes, he does. Mad Lions secure the pit.
Where do you find time to shave your head?
Oh, I mean, it's been a pretty good chance of the frag there for hallzerk, just to cement this round, get the base, the foundation laid down, and he finds it either way with a bit of a repeat. Catches Waru looking the other way, and 8 seconds on the clock. There's surely nothing that can be done. hallzerk is just lighting them up one by one, and even able to get out. He's gonna elect not to. Oh, this is
Come
like.
On. Just find the shot.
Oh, this is better than what you can find on the internet. As Waru just obliterates him. Now he's going to be looking for more as well. Around the edge of the smoke, there goes Heap. Waru is unleashed, and he's looking to try and make amends for that previous round. He got caught out. hallzerk trying to push in, can't find anything. forest still in the site though, looking for frags, but all these confined as a single molecular frag, and it's now friberg 1 versus 3. Bomb not yet planted, but Waru is going to push into the site and get that one down in just a moment's time.
So what's the play call here for friberg? He has to peek into something, but what does he choose to die to? Well, it seems it's the AK of JL, who will complete the 3K that he started.
Entrances. Heap still on the other side of the smoke. He's going to try and clear over towards TMB, but he's stuck. He can't get into the corner, and TMB realizes it as he's got Heap grinding up on his shoulder. They'll find the kill. hallzerk is there as well, but friberg's the one that gets the refrag. hallzerk's going to check towards connector. Deals with that player as well. Now, man advantage Dignitas. They're going to as well into even more frags. Just Waru remained in a 1 versus 4. And he can't even find the first. There's just too many players.
Brute force it, whatever they want to do. Already TMB pressuring middle. Heap, in fact, going exceptionally aggressive and getting his head whipped clean off. Waru heard that one all day long, knew it was coming, finds the headshot. Dignitas now find themselves down in a 4-on-5, and 3 players stacked up in Palace, about ready to spill over the waterfall into the A site, and friberg is not ready for it.
hallzerk posted up with his AWP as well. Could be huge frags for him. Good one onto JL. Actually drops the bomb and gives Dignitas a little bit more time to rotate in, but there's still a player on the lurk. hallzerk is finding shots aplenty from this ticket booth, and he's going to go over the top as well. Just misses the chance on the player over towards connector. That will be TMB, but forest is going to creep in. Lecro is the one that finds the first frag though. And now Dignitas have been able to convert it back into their favor. They're going to drop a smoke onto that bomb. They know at least one player is surely towards connector. And actually hallzerk, he's just going to stick it. TMB, he's got the lineup, but he's not going to take the shot. And when he realizes it...
Everybody else is still relatively healthy, financially speaking. The Mac-10 is already going to get very, very aggressive. It's actually been extremely successful. It's found Lecro. The flashbang from TMB was nigh on perfect and leaves Lecro with no chance of returning fire, as now friberg has to stand tall once again. He won't fall to the same fate as he had previously in this exact position. He'll at least get 1 frag before it all comes tumbling down.
Still in an awkward position with Borok creeping up through the connector, that's why. As he tries to reposition himself, Borop is going to catch him. hallzerk, though, is looking so phenomenal with this AWP already. Misses the second shot onto the player towards Palace, and he's just got too many angles to look at after that. Borop, another for him. Leaves it all up towards forest, who does a little bit of a tap away onto player in sight, but a 1v2 not going to be all too easy for him. He's wary of a player towards window, and he'd be right to think so, because Source...
Team play over towards that B site, just a perfect flashbang from TMB, and just for that alone, finds himself a nice round of rewards. forest even just loses out to the Mac-10 there as well. That's why you like the Mac-10, Dan, and an M4. So it's feast and famine for the Dignitas side at the moment.
hallzerk already straight into it. Another kill for him, now 10 and 6 so far in this game, and this AWP is just looking so strong, but a little bit of head showing. That's all TMB needs with that recovered AWP. An equalizing frag. Dignitas not got the best weaponry in this round either. That flashbang is good, but friberg doesn't check the corner. And sausol will be able to prevail even for a second as well. HEAP meets his maker, and unfortunately it leaves Dignitas in a 2-on-4. As Lekro wants to try and find a remedy to this situation, but the AWP in his hands needs to try and find some quick shot. Support from Forest, who does get the first though. And now 3 more to collect. They're still not wanting to push in towards this A site just yet, Mad Lions. They're a little bit hesitant, worried about where Dignitas might be locating themselves, and actually Dignitas are backing away from this A site. They'll realise now as the smoke and flashbangs come in towards this site that it is going to be the A play, and now Forest all on his lonesome. What can he do? Maybe not much, maybe a lot, but the bomb is surely going to get planted in a moment. Looking for the shot. Forest able to spot out the first, and he's tagged TMB down low. Now needs to try and figure out where JL is going to be playing from, and Forest, he knows these situations so well. He now knows them both. Gets the first, is able to reload in safety, and now it's up to JL to try and clutch this one out. Forest switching to the AWP. He knows JL's up towards the Palace. Wants that one-shot potential. JL will have heard that scope as well. And now Forest with a kit. Is he just going to hold it? He's just going to hold it. JL trying to bait out the peak. He realises Forest's on it, but it's too late. And it's just this hard stick from Dignitas. As they...
10 frags leading the way for his side. Level with Warrow. Now Forest forced forward, but not before friberg's caught TMB.
Oh, this is a great play. Forest, who doesn't check his left. And he's going to pay the price. That little gun barrel, a little gap in the smoke. hallzerk's trying to spray, but he can't control the FAMAS. And that's a huge kill coming through from JL in return to try and buy the Mad Lions a little bit of space. Lekro trying to back away to cover his rear. And he does actually get the kill onto sausol, but he's just going to try and jump back through the window. And that's straight into the eyes of Warrow. But there's damage aplenty being done by both sides of the equation. HEAP down to 16, Warrow down to 24, and JL's going to be pushing in from this market door. He catches HEAP, flashing his hands. friberg just straight through the molly. It's absolute carnage, and Warrow...
Well, I suppose they won't have the money to buy in the next round anyway, so your options are double eco or forced by an eco. And immediately Warrow takes hallzerk down, giving him no time to try and do any funny business. HEAP going to rotate in towards mid-window to try and stop the bleeding, but it won't matter all that much. friberg grabs one. Doesn't want to greed for the AK here yet. So maybe try and collect it inside the smoke. Ooh. But even spots Boar up, and now that's the bomb dropped. Huge amounts of information. friberg clambering for the AK-47, and then finally gets it in his grasp. Oh no, it's happening. It's the eco, the force frags. It's all coming on through. Oh, HEAP! Have mercy. Has to fight his way out. There's no flight option. Warrow's going to turn the corner, but dead from underneath. It's friberg who opens the round.
To try and get whatever they can into this next round. It's deagle for plenty for them once more. And hallzerk, this is the first shot. He's going to get punished by TMB. Oh, Mad Lion's going to fight back and pull this one back into winnable position for them. They want to get this solid T side through. I mean, 6 rounds already pretty good, but you want to get a little bit more as the smoke begins to fade. He could have a lot on the cards, but that flashbang, not enough to give him more than one. friberg. Next up in line towards connector, but it's the Mad Lions who still have the man advantage, and maybe TMB's going to spot him out. Oh, it's the Deagles once again, but this time it's in the hands of the Mad Lions where they're finding success. Forest, he gets one in return, but 14 HP. He's going to be a super soft target, a tender loin for these Mad Lions to have a little bit of a munch on. And I think Dignitas... thinking about saving already? Lekro is working his way through T-spawn. Looks like they are going to have a little bit of a go towards this. Or it's going to have a peek from short. If JL's deep connector, that'll be the first point of contact, nice and he nails it. Important shot to find. And now Lekro's going to be wrapping around in towards Palace.
They need to coordinate this.
Towards CT.
They need to coordinate it. It's not going to work if they don't. It's literally not going to work if they don't. And already the first shot goes out from TMB, now leaving alone sausol to the back of the site. Forest has no other options than to go straight on in, and TMB's got it sorted. Just
is just such a popular map, and it's certainly providing the entertainment now as Lekro. Oh, bye-bye, Warrow. Nice to see you nice, but sausol and JL, they do combine to take Lekro down in return. It's not without revenge. And now the Mad Lions starting to find frags themselves. Forest is still there again, just a one for him. And hallzerk's deagle. Oh, it's happening. Final round of the half, and the deagles once again step into the FURIA. But I think hallzerk's going to get caught off by TMB. He is. Leaving it all up to friberg. A 1v2 for the king of banana. But unfortunately, no bananas here. It's going to have to be the king of the B site if he wants to pull this one off, and he's going to be creeping in towards the site from market. A few shots whiffed from either side there as he's able to get a little bit further in. Knows there's probably going to be a player out towards short. It's going to be Borup in that location. friberg, look how much space he's got, and there goes TMB, and he could just hold the defuse. No, he can't. He's planted open for short, and he's no way without a kit that he wins this one out now. The time is just too far gone. He finds the shot, but there's no time, and it is going to be Mad Lions securing a 6th by the slimmest of their margins.
I think you meant a 9. But I understand what you mean.
A 9th, yes, sorry. 6 is just an upside down 9. It's the same. Played as well. We see that is going to be Inferno if it's needed. That is only Mad Lions win out here though. And JL looking to try and make that a reality here. Nice first shot onto Lekro if he drops hallzerk as well. That would be the bomb. hallzerk needs to be careful about taking this fight. He really wants to do it, and he does take down JL, but Borup there for support. Lays hallzerk to wait, and it's all going the way of Mad Lions here. friberg, last man alive, crept his way in through a site, but I think he's been spotted because, yeah, TMB and Warrow have his...
Win this round, they'll put themselves in equally as good stead as Mad Lions currently stand themselves in, but Mad have other ideas. Up aggressive inside of middle with the MP9, finds themselves the first frag, but unfortunately friberg and HEAP have other ideas about what to do with the round. friberg has got them way...
Lekro has spotted him out as well, sure. He's going to look for that fight. Oh, that is clapped. Warrow is dead, and now it's just Borup alone, a 1 versus 4. Dignitas fight back to the Deegs. Ooh, that was a little awkward. Thought he'd killed Lekro there. The first headshot on the M4 not doing the job. It didn't matter in the end because
broken back themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say... I wouldn't say reset is the right word for that, but yeah, like the money gets pushed back, and you don't have that sort of 2-stage loss bonus straight from the start. You end up with just the 1-stage loss bonus that you have to build up. So every round you lose is $500 less that goes into your account as that CT side. Now,
I don't think it's going to matter.
Are finding a lot of success yet again, this time in the hands of Mad Lions, and they want
constantly ping-ponging with the economy, and now finally it looks like Mad Lions may have a chance to try and do something else. Oh, okay! friberg is just better with a deagle than he is with any other goddamn weapon. No way! He's found 2 already, thankfully. JL is able to trade out, and TMB's also got it sorted, but HEAP has already opened up the A site. It's all moving too quickly. Mad Lions are struggling to react at this moment in time. Dignitas now 3-on-2 with the post plant. HE grenade is really, really good. hallzerk down to 23. hallzerk down to nothing. HEAP still remains in the site. He's the one who planted the bomb. He's got the AK in hand as well, and Forest playing crossfire. This is the difficult situation now to try and work with. You've got to make sure that you win your one-on-ones. The sausol is looking a little bit saucy for the frag. HEAP gets one, comes down to the one-on-one. HEAP needs this win so very badly, and he gets it. He's going to let them...
Now, hallzerk has the AWP out for Dignitas. Warrow, of course, will have the AWP for the Mad Lions, but it's a glass cannon, and JL aggressive towards the palace. He's going to get punished by Forest. TMB has to back away, try and stay alive, son. I don't think he's going to be able to. He's being spammed, 35 HP, but I think he's just about able to stay alive, and that is a hugely important way to stay alive. Never mind. HEAP's nade finishes him off, and it's just a complete ransacking towards this A side, although Borup finding a couple.
What?
A lot of caster...
Misses the AWP shot and then somehow makes it work with the Glock. It's high risk, high reward. And Lekro thankfully finishes the job to bring around it. These 2 veterans will be ready to take his head clean off. A flashbang in his eyes might be enough to just stable the problem, but Warrow finds friberg. He's got assistance now from TMB. They need to stand their ground if Dignitas decide it's time to go back inside a middle. Thankfully for Mad Lions, they've backed all the way off, but Legpro from the under...
Seconds to work with as they start their approach in towards his A site, and there's 2 players towards CT. hallzerk, that's a quick flick onto sausol, and that's a great frag to cover off Dignitas. He's behind, he's even able to catch Warro in towards window, and Warro tries his best, but only 1 frag.
It just rocks their world. 55 HP remaining on Heat as the lead hell saves all those players, and Warro claps out with 1, but Legpro trading inside of the A site. In fact, it's all left up to forest now. 1 on 3, finds the first of those 3. Still got 2 more to garner. Gonna plant the bomb. sausol and TMB are his opposition. sausol with 100 HP, TMB with 41, but it won't even matter. TMB gabs him first, and it will be Mad Lions living to fight just another day. They will scamper to collect that double AWP setup. They will scamper to collect that kit and all the utility they can, because money is tight. But this round was not.
Staying alive a little bit longer on map. Needs the shot, does find it. Looking for a second, he actually tags friberg up. A huge tag as it follows through with the nade as well. They're going to try and boost over the smoke, but I don't think they can see anything around that, apart from up towards Palace, where maybe they can catch HEAP. He's himself the AK, as does forest. A little bit of spam coming through, but HEAP is just going to try and lurk forward towards connector, but it's surely an unwinnable round now for Dignitas. forest, the last one alive. Can't do anything apart from just maybe find a couple shots, gets Borup, but nothing more than that. It's a tie game. Dignitas, that bomb plant though, gives them a little bit of extra cash, and they will be able to bring through a full buy into the next one.
In the faces of the CTs, they're going to try and concede the site for now, I imagine. Allow the bomb plant to come in and then try and deal with it after! What a shot from Warro through the corner of the smoke. He finds friberg totally blind. HEAP does trade onto TMB. Bomb is recovered, but it's now open and susceptible to CT. 2 frags found by the AWPers. HEAP and hallzerk to rescue it. The double H combination need to come off clutch. First shot found by HEAP onto JL. That's the AWPer gone now, dancing with the second. Finds 1 more. A third maybe for HEAP, not quite. hallzerk's got it all to do. He's in behind enemy lines. They haven't checked for him. He's got the 1. He's got the second. hallzerk has success with its new combination of young players and old.
forest.
Forest. What a shot. What a time to bring it out as well, but it is instantaneously traded, rendered mute and resolute. 4 versus 4 now, but into the B site they choose to go. sausol, the lone defender for the time being, but hallzerk and Borup get trade away. HEAP onto sausol. All but 2 players stand between Dignitas and IEM full. Now just TMB, and he's on the flank. It's being watched, I'm imagining, by HEAP. You can just turn at any moment. They've got this one sorted, surely. Molotov in the face. Orzek hears it. Orzek finishes it. 16-14. Dignitas 2-0, Dan.
Wow, I mean, fair play to